Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. The one little thing I want to point out is that it didn't have to take years and years. And I think sometimes people think, to have that shift or transformation, like it was the time, it just, first of all, what is time anyhow? But it just happened, overnight, and that healing and that power. And it just speaks to the realm that we're going to connect in with that is like beyond human comprehension and abilities and healing and love. So that's incredible.
Exactly. And it's important, to consider our belief system, because we can have a belief system that becoming enlightened takes years or lifetimes. And in truth, it doesn't. It can happen in a moment, right? We're already enlightened. We're just in a process of remembering it, and we can just wake up to it. And so we want to let go of ideas that we have to suffer a little bit longer or more, or do something additional that we haven't done yet, or read a book or take a course that we haven't done yet. Transformation can come instantly as a gift.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Angie, I can already feel energetically we are so in sync, because literally that was the basis of my question. And my statement was, that's what I want to really get across, what you just said. So for you listener, beloved listener, just to be open-hearted, we would say, open your heart, open your throat chakra, your third eye, your crown, your star chakra, top of the crown, like just open and receive. Because this can be, you didn't know this was happening. You didn't know you were going to be, if we talked 4 years ago, I'm sure I would have loved you then too. It probably would not have been this conversation at all. And
No, not at all.
Yeah, it can happen at any time. I love that so much. I am just grounding into myself because I can already feel this incredible energy. I feel like I'm plugged, my back is plugged into a socket. So I'm going to just like root my feet into the earth, Mother Earth, Divine Mother. And I'm going to ask that the questions come through. I've already been taking some notes on them. I can often hear, I don't usually say this out loud, but since you're here, you're inspiring me. I often hear my beautiful listeners. I can hear questions, and I'm going to ask to just be tuning into the questions that are being asked, so that this is just a beautiful dance and everybody is enlightened and uplifted from today, from this conversation.
Yes.
Yeah. Beautiful. All right. So we are going to, can we call in Judah? Can we bring,
Absolutely.
I guess, them? It's not a him or it, it's them, right?
Yes, there are about 350,000 angels. And they also contain all of the lifetimes that I've ever lived. So when I connect in with them, I'm connecting with my higher self and every experiences that I've ever had in the scope of eternity. Yeah, let's just call them in and let them do a little monologue. Hello, dear Julie, and all your beautiful, beautiful friends and family. And together you have created this beautiful consciousness, wherein a group consciousness, wherein each individual recovers and remembers and awakens to the glory, the beauty, the perfection, oh yes, the unlimited skill, abundance, infinite intelligence and worth, and love and lovability of who they really are. Their You-Est You, the true you, the higher self, not what the parents or society or religion or any manner of media condition have told you you are, my dear, but who you really are, which is divinity stuffed down in your lovely, lovely body. Yes. And you're here to remember all of that and begin to hold it in your body. And yes, it feels like a magnificent flood of electrical current through your body, white light energy. Angels are called angels because we don't have physical bodies. Our bodies are light bodies. Yes. And that is why you've attached this term angels to us, So understand that there are also many, many extraterrestrial and interstellar beings that you would consider angels because they have light bodies, etheric bodies, full of photons of white light energy. And we are very, very real. We are as real as the chair you're sitting in. It is simply that your human eyesight cannot see this part of the spectrum of light. The human eyes see a very limited part of the spectrum of light. However, we are very much real. You may at times see and experience us as flashes of light, trails of light in the room, or simply you may have the feeling that someone turned up the ability of your eyesight, and suddenly everything in the room looks brighter when we are speaking with you. You may also be experiencing a feeling of electricity around you, or an elevated feel similar to what you feel when you rise in elevation in an airplane. The sounds around your ears might change. You might hear some vibratory differences. And also, we want to bring to you during this time a transmission of love straight into your heart chakra. You might begin to cry. You might begin to feel emotional or free or just loved. This is what we want for you. So there are many, many words that can be said, and we are happy to use words as a vehicle for light and love. However, understand that what we want most, and what this vessel, this woman wants most for you, is to have an experience of love and freedom. She is not here to say, look at me, this is what happened to me. She's here to say, look, this is what can happen for you. If I did it, you can do it. If I did it, you can do it. Whatever I do, you can do more and better. And only to facilitate for you to be all that you want to be. For we say very frequently through this channel, we will say it again, everyone can channel. Everyone has the clair gifts that you speak of. Everyone can see in the spirit. Everyone can speak to angels. Everyone has a soul, a spirit in their inner being, in their inner man. And this soul is like a cell phone tower, a cell phone, soul phone tower. You can send and receive message constantly. You pick up your phone and you call anyone that you desire anywhere in the world, and you don't sit and have a quandary about how to do it, or can you do it, or should you do it, or should you be afraid to call this person or that? Well, of course you don't. Wouldn't that be silly? And so understand that you are a soul phone. You can contact any soul, not just on the earth, but in the cosmos. You can send and receive messages. You have that capacity built into you. Your very spine and all the spinal fluid that flows through your chakras is your soul phone tower. And through it, you connect in any way, in any wish that pleases you. And we know that because you're here, because you're listening to this broadcast with this particular beautiful host facilitator, that you're the kind of person that wants to connect with enlightened beings of love, joy, and peace. So there's no reason to be afraid now, is there? Of course not. And so have fun. And we are happy to always teach you and facilitate for you how to be this beautiful channel that you are. And you don't need to worry, well, we don't want to look weird or strange like this vessel. No, of course, you can retain your humanity, your rapport with others, and build bridges of love between your heart and theirs. And we can channel, or whoever you choose to channel can flow through you to bring the freedom and love that the other most needs in the moment that they need it.
Thank you, Judah. First of all, I'm laughing because all of these questions I had, of course, you knew them and answered them. I literally was like, cannot get over what just happened.
Burned through her list. Sorry.
The question, you just said it, and I'm hearing, let's talk about how I can hear beautiful listeners wanting to know, how do we do this ourselves? How do we connect into the angels, the archangels, to your consciousness, to these light beings, the beautiful love-filled light beings? You started to mention the spinal fluid. Can you teach us, how can we do a practice with you?
Yes. Would you like to be the guinea pig?
Yes, please.
All
Sure.
right,
And we
great.
can all do it together. Yeah.
So channeling is very simple. It's so simple that your mind will tell you that it's not working or you're not doing it right. And that's not true. It's so very simple. So first, we just want to understand that the vast majority of communication from other beings is telepathic. Okay, and we all have telepathic abilities, right? You've probably occasionally maybe sensed that your son was in the room next to you. You didn't hear his voice. You didn't have any natural, tangible knowledge that he was there, but you just knew he was in there, right? So
Absolutely.
we all communicate telepathically. Have you ever had a moment where you're thinking, "Oh, I need to walk into the kitchen and get my tea," and your partner comes through the door with your tea in his hand? And it's because you're communicating telepathically. So we're all doing it. So all we have to do is get rid of this idea that we have to have some kind of special qualification or experience or years of training or whatever to do this, because we're going to do it right now. Okay. So all you need to do is just relax and breathe and just allow yourself to kind of relax into an alpha, theta brainwave state. And let me tell you what that is. It's just a daydream state. It's the state that you feel when you're about to drift off to sleep at night, or you're just waking up in the morning. It's like that twilight, daydreamy place. Okay? So you're just relaxing inside. Sometimes I say to myself, I'm going to let my mind melt into my heart, and that can help. And so you're just going to ask in your inner being for your higher self, the You-Est You, to search for and find. And let's just work with Judah right now, but you can use the name of any entity that you trust, that you have a good rapport with. So it might be Archangel Michael, it might be the Buddha, it might be Muhammad, it might be Jesus, it could be Mother Mary, it could be the Arcturians. It does not matter, but we're just going to use Judah for this moment, okay? Judah's a willing participant. So Julie, in your inner being, just say, higher self, can you locate the consciousness of Judah? And then just relax and wait. And what happens is you'll feel a shift. You might feel a little bit of a different emotion, or you might feel kind of lightheaded for a second. Sometimes people will feel a weight, as if someone's putting their hand over their heart, like laying their hand on their chest. Sometimes people will feel a little tickle around their third eye or on their crown, or they might feel little bits of electricity going across their eyelids. So I'll be quiet and let you just share what's going on with you.
So, and of course, I'm already thinking everyone can do this with me, but I'm doing this now kind of as the example.
Yes, they can.
So I'm feeling, yeah, this is for all of us. So it's interesting. I right away zoomed out and felt this huge light energy around me as my higher self, my You-Est Me, like this pinkish kind of translucent, huge light. And I loved what they said about the soul phone, the soul tower. And I just said, can you please ring in Judah, please ring in and bring in Judah in my consciousness. And I feel a little bit of shakiness in my legs. I feel like I'm honestly, like there's some real energy in my body going on here. And it kind of made me chuckle. I feel, I don't know if they feel very, I don't know why I want to laugh, joyful, buoyant.
Yes, they do. They do.
Like they're so, I just feel like I'm on, honestly, like this little bit of a high, like a
on
natural,
drugs. Yes.
and I'm warm. I feel very warm and giggly.
Yes.
And that's,
Good.
yeah,
All right.
like
So stay with that.
that's so funny. Like, I feel like they're funny
Huh? They are.
um, and buoyant and joyful. It's not serious. Like I'm shaking a
Right.
little. My hand is shaking, but in a good way.
Yeah.
I'm
All
warm
right. So I want you to
and
close your eyes and enjoy that. Close your eyes and
okay.
enjoy it while I talk a little. And your listeners, if you're in a safe location, you can do this along with us. And if not, you can do it later. You can hit the replay button and do it.
Yes.
All right, so that's exactly right, Julie. So what you're experiencing is you're experiencing Judah's consciousness moving into your physical being. Okay? And so obviously that's why you want to pick a safe and loving entity to work with, right? All right, so I want you to just enjoy this while I talk a little bit and teach your friends. Okay, so this is very similar to having sexual relationships, right? When you think about intimate relationships, there are millions of people on the planet you could have an intimate relationship with, but you want to choose the ones you feel safe with, that you feel an attraction of love with, and some rapport and compatibility, right? So, and then once you have that, established that safety and trust, then you welcome them into your body in a sexual experience, and it feels wonderful. So this channeling experience is similar. It's not sexual in nature at all, but it's similar because Julie is allowing Judah to actually enter her body. Right. So her consciousness and Judah's consciousness are merging together in this beautiful, almost orgasmic state. And so when she described to you, oh, I feel like I want to laugh. It feels really joyful. I feel really hot. What that feeling is not who Julie normally is. She is experiencing what Judah's feelings and thoughts and emotions and their personality, because she's getting intimate with them through this merging of her consciousness with theirs for whatever time she chooses to be merged. So, Julie, I'll just confirm that, because usually when Judah begins channeling through me, I get super hot. I feel like I'm having a hot flash.
Yeah.
All right, now let's check in with you again, dear. Just stay with it. And you might start to feel really stoned, and that's okay. Around here, we laugh and we call it being God stoned. As a matter of fact, a lot of times we can't drive because of it. It's so great. And we don't do any drugs at our house. All right. So it's just total divinity getting stoned. All right. So. All right.
Oh my
So
God.
now, Julie, tell me what you're feeling in your physical body right now, if you can.
This is hilarious. I've never done an episode. I'm sweating my head off. I was like,
Yes.
I'm perimenopausal. I'm like, I feel like this is a massive hot flash. Like that's what it feels like. But I feel like I just want to giggle, like, and laugh. And I feel a little like I'm cold and hot, like I'm
Yes.
clammy and I'm shaking a little, but this is not, it feels loving and it feels, I feel like I'm getting, I've been doing an oxygen tank, hyperbaric chamber, different sessions. It feels like I'm in extra oxygen.
Yes.
That's how it feels.
That's right. All right. So I'm going to ask you
Wow.
to turn it up. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So join me in your inner being. Just thank Judah in your inner being and see if you can surrender even more to it. See if you can just even open up even more to them and surrender even more, and just drink them like you would drink a glass of water. And that is exactly right. They have these beings. If you're a fan of, and you know Hawkins' scale of consciousness, I'm going to talk while you're enjoying, Julie. 1,000 is the level of enlightenment. 0 is the level of suicidal, homicidal, despair. 1,000 is the level of Jesus and the Buddha and other enlightened beings. Judah is a 5,000 on that scale. We've had their energy professionally calibrated. So you will feel all this heat through your body and vibration. There's a lot of healing going on. Good. Now let's begin the actual channeling part. Okay. And before we do that, I want to say that words do not have to be involved with channeling. 99% of the time when I work with folks doing this, they'll say to me that they just feel incredibly loved, right? And the first words that they usually hear from the entity they're channeling is, "We love you, we are one." And so understand these beings are here to develop a relationship with you. You matter to them, and they want to help you grow and be your truest self. So the easy way to begin channeling, Julie, is we're just going to ask Judah yes or no questions. Okay? And then at some point, we'll switch and let you channel other beings.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. So in your inner being, just ask Judah any question you want to ask and try to make it a yes or no question so that it can be very clear.
Okay.
All right. And what question do you want to ask them?
It's a big one, and I'm laughing at the turn of this. This is like so beautiful, not what I expected, and they're laughing with me. They're just, wow. I said, does it matter what religion you come from?
And what did they say?
No.
No, that's right.
No, it's not yes or no. Ask it a yes or no way.
Yeah. Yeah, let's follow that thread they're giving you that was important to you. Judah, I'm going to ask, and Julie, you're going to give me the response from Judah. Okay?
Okay.
Judah, can you work with anyone of any religion?
Yeah, because
go ahead and let them tell you. Let's speak for them. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to just say what's coming. This is so wild. Way to turn this around. Love is love is love is love is love is love.
That sounds just like Judah. Yep.
This is the wackiest and this is so great. I'm going to take myself and ego out of it because I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm seeing, I'm feeling it's like love has no label. It's love is 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 love love. That's it. All of us come from love. Like whatever the label. I'm almost seeing like throwing it like a banana, throwing this, throwing that. Like it has nothing to do. It doesn't get in the way with love. It's not good or bad. It's okay to have it, but love is love is life.
Exactly. And it's so funny you're sharing it that way. I know you're channeling Judah because Judah loves to repeat words and it drives my phone crazy. So that's how I know you're channeling Judah. All right, let's ask Judah another question. Thank you, Judah.
So hot.
Thank you, Judah, for all this good energy you're giving Julie. Okay, so
yes.
Judah, what about atheists and agnostics? Any problems there? Can you work with them? Let's hear what Judah says about that.
They're doing this like dance. It's like love is love is love is love is love is love is love. Love is love is love is love is love is love.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Soul is love. Love is soul. Soul is love. Soul love. Love soul. It doesn't. It's so wild. I'm trying. Oh my God. I'm
all right.
laughing. Soul is love. Love is soul. Nope. Doesn't matter at all.
So this is so funny, Julie. So you and I are trading places. I'm going to be hostess and you're going to be the Judah channel. So stay there with Judah. And I'm going to
come back to you so people know. We'll come back to you. This is hilarious. This is hilarious.
Right now, I want us to channel a different being so your listeners can see that how easy it is. Okay. And that you can channel more than one being.
Okay.
All right. So just give Judah your thanks for being with you. Okay.
I'm going to say you can wait in the wings. Thank you.
Yeah, you don't want him to leave. All right.
Don't leave.
Before they go, ask them, say, Judah, can I channel Archangel Michael?
That's what I was asking.
You were already asking that. Great. All right. All right, good. Did they say yes?
Oh, my God.
Did they say yes?
So wild. And my eyes are closed. It's helping. I just saw the image of what we see is Archangel Michael. They pushed this Archangel Michael on center stage with a spotlight, like showtime, showtime. I'm hearing showtime, Archangel Michael. I'm still laughing, which feels funny. It's not disrespectful. It's just, it's so funny because it's like,
joy
of course,
is their thing.
Yeah, I'm just getting this huge. I keep getting the spotlight on this the stage of this huge, beautiful, like almost like Gaston from Frozen. He's like, I'm here.
Yeah. All right. Now, before we transition to Michael, I want to share something for your listeners, right? So some of you are going to feel things in your body. Some of you are going to hear changes in sounds or clicking or elevation changes in your ears. Some of you are going to see pictures like Julie is seeing, and they're just gentle thought impressions in the mind, or they might be really clear like a movie roll. I don't see on that level, but whatever is happening with you is okay. And the way you know that you're actually channeling is because this feels different than who you know yourself to be. It does feel like another energy or personality is with you. Okay. All right. So now, Julie, we're going to switch to Archangel Michael, and I'll share so your listeners know how to do this. So you can just, again, staying in your heart, in that alpha theta state. The reason we stay in this state is because your brain is really, there's a lot of neuroplasticity there. So even as you're channeling, know that old neural networks in your brain are being unwired and rewired, right? With new wisdom and insight and with the ability to connect with higher wisdom. All right. So as you're there, you can thank Judah. And Judah, like I said, loves to do this, likes to introduce us to different beings. They're the Oprah of the cosmos. And so again, you'll just say, higher self, or say to your inner being, will you please connect me with Michael? And then the energy is going to shift and you'll feel it. And you're literally just allowing Michael to enter into your being, to merge in with your consciousness.
This is very different. It's so
totally
interesting.
different.
I feel like I feel like low. I actually feel energy on my head.
Good.
Feels like I'm surrounded by a huge column of light.
Yes.
Like the spotlight I saw on stage was now actually, it's like it's all around me, but I feel it in my head.
Good. So I'm going to ask Michael to increase that. And I want to share, as you're explaining that, a really important channel we got early on from Archangel Michael. So there's no accident that you're seeing this pillar of light, because the first time that Michael channeled through me, Michael said, I'm going to make you a pillar of white light and fire. So that's what's happening to you right now, sweetie. Michael is making you into a pillar of white light and fire in the earth. And, I didn't really even know what that meant, but it has something to do with being a pillar holds up things, right? A pillar is mounted between the floor and the ceiling. And this is how the universe is using you, sweetie. You're a pillar, opening up a portal to heaven and allowing the white light of heaven to flow down to the earth through these portals that you create through yourself, the person that you are, and through this format. Okay, you can feel Michael doing that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now ask Michael a question in your inner being and then let him speak the answer.
Okay. I have so many, so let me pick one. This is so funny. I'm like,
and for the listeners, if you want to keep it simple, you can just ask a yes or no question so that you feel really clear. Julie's likely going to be able to receive a wider stream of information. But if you're just beginning, you can keep it simple with yes and no questions.
So first I asked, I want to be able to feel your presence. How do I know you're here? And then to make it more for everyone I just said, can we call you in at any time? Can I call you in at any time?
What does he say?
Whoa. First of all, I feel like crying with this energy, like
Yes.
tearing up. It's
Yes.
so,
It's
it's
very
really
authoritative.
powerful.
Yeah, it's very authoritative, isn't it? Very masculine.
In a beautiful way. Like what I saw was like, or felt, if you imagine the old school phone cord, it's like way above my head. It's like the phone, all you do is you, like what Judah said, you call, and I saw a flash of light just go right over me. It's not even, it's the second I even bring Archangel Michael into my consciousness to say, I would like to bring you in and call you in. It's there. It's like,
exactly.
It's there immediately.
And I want to verify that, Julie, because there's a scripture in both the Hebrew and Christian tradition in Isaiah, and it says this: before you even call me, I have answered you.
I didn't know that.
Right. So even as you're even thinking that you might set the intention, boom, Michael's there. And Michael is the express image of God. If we were to see Michael in physical form, we would be terrified. Not in a bad way, but just we would feel like we just had looked in the eyes of God.
It feels like a 1,000-foot humongous form that's actually coming down in size so that I can not feel frightened by the size. It's so loving. It's very, the protective and the I just hold my heart. My question is around, healing and protection, just calling in Archangel Michael when, for me or anyone listening, if you feel you need support or healing, and I'm just getting, I'm seeing, okay. It's a lightning bolt. It's like a lightning flash. Holy moly. Almost, I see emojis sometimes. It looks like the lightning emoji. It's just like, whoa, this is what I think we don't understand that I'm going to ask you when we flip this. This is so wild. This is what you said earlier, Angie. There's no need to wait. There's no training. You don't need a book. You don't need a religion. You don't need anything other than we're completely connected. It's only the calling. That's it. So the minute I say, come here, be with me, done, here. Huge presence. I mean, feel very different than I did when Judah was here.
Right. So before we leave this segment, I want you to allow Michael to speak through you, because I think you're going to be surprised at how clearly he can speak through you. And it doesn't have to be a big booming voice like Judah does with me. It might be, but you can just sense what he's saying and say it with your own voice.
Okay. Can you ask me something and I can call him in?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Michael, what do you most want this audience right now that's listening to know about you and about themselves?
Okay. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing 24/7. There's no, I'm at your, I'm going to just say what I'm hearing. I'm at your disposal. There's nowhere I'm not. You call me in 24/7. 24. Oh, it makes me want to cry. It's really emotional. Just getting the 24/7. You call me in. I'm not even a heartbeat away. I'm intricately part of you. You're part of me. There's something about we're all, I'm shaking a little, in a good way. Just, you just bring me into consciousness. You call my name. You call in any language, in any religion, in any, it doesn't even if you don't have the words, you just conjure this beautiful light, this power, this protect me. And I'm here 24/7, 24/7. I keep hearing there's no time I'm not on call.
Yeah.
There's no time I'm not on call for you. That's gorgeous. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm hearing. And that everyone can do this. Every human, every being that's human in human form is a soul, is connected, can call in Archangel Michael, call in this energy all the time,
Yes,
24/7. And it's
right.
here immediately.
Good. All right. While you're getting grounded and coming out of that channeling state, I'll share a couple of things. For some of you, just so that you know, those of you who really want to dive in and channel this way, you can channel the way Julie was, which is you're hearing the voice and you share it with your human voice. Or you can channel the way I was doing earlier, which is direct voice, where I'm actually allowing Judah to take over the control of my vocal cords. And there's nothing you need to know about how to do that. You just surrender and allow them to do it. And sometimes if you're going to be a direct voice channeler, you'll get the clue that is on the horizon for you if you start to feel pulling around your mouth, or your muscles might start twitching, or you might feel heat or tension around your mouth. I thought for a little while there that I had tardive dyskinesia. If you think you have that, you don't. Don't bother going to the doctor. It's somebody trying to use your mouth to talk. And yes, it's for everybody.
Well, I am just okay. I've never, ever, ever done this in an interview, and I'm so there's the Julie that's like, what just happened? Like, I was supposed to be, and we'll go back to you and Judah, because there's a part of me that's like, we want to hear Judah. And I have to say that was incredible experience. Like, I felt a very big difference in my body, actually, with those energies. There's a part of me, I think if I practiced, that wanted to like boom the voice with Archangel Michael, but kind of held back, just honestly, a little bit of my own like, oh my gosh, what is this going to sound like, people? So I held back a little with that, but I could feel like it just wanted to boom it. And Judah felt so
different.
Like bubbly. Yeah. Like it's hilarious. They're
Effervescent.
Effervescent. And my body was cold and shaking and warm. And with Archangel Michael, it felt like I was like, whoa, very different energy, very like a force of light, and
very authoritative.
Yeah, it made me really feel the love and the wanting to cry in a different way.
Yes, very safe with Michael.
Very safe, absolutely. And I just keep thinking, the goal, the beauty is anybody listening in can rewind and do this yourself. Because I keep thinking, it's for all of us. We can do this. And that beautiful message, I really got the 24/7. It's so funny. I'm like, wow, I just can't, all I see is 24/7, 24/7. It's here. And Angie, thank you for demonstrating and guiding me. That was amazing. I've actually never done that.
You can check that off your bucket list. Check.
Maybe off air, I'll do it again where I let the voice do what it wants to do, because I was like, whoa, it feels like it wants to boom it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was amazing.
All right.